Be careful booking your next Airbnb. Let's talk about Barbarian.
Will's doing it.
Growing up, I was never really a horror movie guy. I remember seeing just the trailer for the Dawn of the Dead remake, the Zack Snyder one, and I had trouble sleeping for like a week. And I just looked that up, and that movie came out in 2004. So I was already 13 or 14 years old. Man, I was a wuss. So, and I've seen that movie since then, and it's not scary at all. I guess they just did a good job with the trailer to really freak me out, and I just hated it. Anyway, I'm trying to check out more horror movies, and since it's close to Halloween, spooky time, I went to go see Barbarian. I went into this movie completely blind, which never really happens these days. I saw no trailer. I knew nothing about what was going to happen, and I think that made the movie so much better. So not knowing what this movie was about made me really unsure of what I was in for. And I think if you're really interested in seeing this movie, please stop watching now and go see it. I don't want to ruin anything because not knowing what happens makes it so much better and a really fun and creepy time. If you want to go see it. I'll be here when you come back if you want to watch it. Okay, for the people who have seen it, I have some thoughts. I think the best part of this was the subverting of our expectation. Double booking the Airbnb and having her stay in the house was already setting off all these red flags for me. And of course, being played by Bill Skarsgård was a great pick because we already know him as a creepy, murderous clown. So you're pretty much waiting for him to be a creep or do something terrible to our main character, Tess. But when they go deeper into that basement, which I totally thought was a trap for her, this enormous naked woman comes out and smashes Pennywise's head against the wall. And the immediate cut to Justin Long singing in a convertible was the biggest "what the hell is going on" moment. And Justin Long plays such a good entitled scumbag. When he starts measuring the insane murder rooms, I was laughing so hard in the theater. That was a great light moment before it got weird and creepy again. The monster lady was scary at first, but then as it went on, I kind of just felt bad for her. She's misunderstood. It's not her fault. And I wish they kind of figured out the origin of her more organically instead of the homeless guy just pretty much telling us that the old man was a terrible rapist and murderer and he had babies with the babies until this horrible incest monster is born. That in itself is horrifying, but like just him sitting there and telling us what didn't give as much impact as maybe like seeing, like they gave us a little bit of a flashback, I think a little bit more instead of him just saying it would have been interesting. And if I was Tess, there is no way I would go back for Justin Long. I would be driving out of Detroit and never coming back. So the moral of the story is to double check your Airbnb rentals because even though this is more creepy and far-fetched, there are creepers out there with cameras and different things hidden around the Airbnb. So please be careful out there, folks. Thanks so much for watching. You could watch these videos on YouTube or TikTok, so throw me a subscribe or a follow. I'll have more reviews coming up soon. Fall is a big movie time, and I'm going to have a big year-end wrap-up with the best and the worst of 2022, so keep an eye out for that. I also have a podcast with my brothers, and if there's a link in the description, or you can search your podcast app for Brothers Thrice, that's the name. We do March Madness style brackets about different subjects, and give it a listen. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good one.